one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
I don't know if I've ever shown you guys my wagon. This is a 91 Buick wagon. I have 2019, I believe, Corvette wheels with adapters. These cars run the truck pattern, so it's the 5-on-5, I believe. And then the wheels are 5-on-4 and 3/4 basically. And so I have an adapter in the front and then an adapter spacer in the rear to get these big old meats to fit in there correctly. But ended up working out really good. I ended up having to order 2 different spacers before I got that spacing right. It's kind of a cosmetic disaster, but it tends to run. The AC tends to work. You know, we took it out to a wedding in Snow Canyon Park here. It's a state park here a couple weekends ago for our friends, and it was awesome. It was the perfect car for the job. Rode smooth. We had a bunch of us in there, a couple in the back seat facing backwards, and they loved it. It's been a great car. I bought it the first time I bought it twice. The first time I bought it, it wouldn't turn off, and the shop that it was at was changing ignition stuff, and it was literally the key wouldn't turn to the off position. So I put a new $15 tumbler ignition in there, and that was all that it needed. The back window, the rear hatchback window, was broke out. I bought one off of eBay. You know, I've done a few different things. The only thing I really spent money on was the Beltec drop suspension. You know, I've gone through some tires. I did do slot and drilled brakes in the front. I don't know if I switched this one to stainless lines or not, but at any rate, it's just been an awesome car. A great one to give the kids when their cars break down, so I don't give them my truck or something that I have to worry about. And I really enjoy the car. It has the glass roof, but it is a cosmetic disaster. Mr. Black Gloves. Oh boy. But the headliner's fallen down. About everything's broken. You know. It has, but it just works. And like even today I got a guy, you know, giving the hang loose, you know. Just people love it. It's a cool car. But our AC did stop working the other day, and it turned out that I had my compressor had seized, and so I put a new compressor on it. Actually, Jared did. And then I took it back down to D-Ray's here in town. He's a really good mechanic, just a solid mechanic. He charged it up and it still wasn't working, and it turned out I needed to reset the climate control unit. So I kind of accidentally reset it. I pulled the fuse to check it, and then it went through this 30-second countdown, and the AC worked again. However, the thing that we've been dealing with lately is a blown head gasket or cracked head. So I'm putting in this fix it in a bottle. It was like $50 for the bottle. Figured out that we need half of it on this car. So before I hopped in the shower this morning, I went out front, poured this in, and you're supposed to let it run for 20 minutes just idling. So I put a timer on my phone and hopped in the shower, got ready, and then came out, and I think I ended up letting it run maybe 30 seconds, 20 seconds longer than it recommended, which should be fine. And then you're supposed to drive it for 10 minutes, which is about my commute to work. So that's what I did. And instead of smelling the burnt antifreeze smell that we've been smelling in the car, it had a different smell. It was it's supposed to be like, it's basically silica sand. And so what's happening is when it gets into that crack in the heat of the engine, it turns into glass. So basically you're filling the crack with glass. And I mean, decent idea. Glass is hard, strong. Anyways, so it had a little bit different smell to the exhaust, so I think it got in there. Hopefully it fixes it, because you know, I bought it the first time and we did that ignition tumbler. I traded it for my 56 Ford pickup that I changed into a Mercury, if you remember that, the pickup that I built named Holly. So traded it for Holly. Then I took the truck over to show the guy that I had built the truck, and he asked me if I wanted to buy the car back. I didn't think I had the money for it, but he didn't want much for it, so I traded him a small block serpentine system and a couple $100 and got the car back. It's been really great, but I'm not interested in putting a new motor in it. I'm not interested in tearing it down. I'm not interested in any of that. It's just you know, I'd rather spend $2,500, $3,500 on a new motor. I'd rather just probably find another shit box. Considering I bought it for $200 twice, the idea of spending $2,500 for a Napa motor or $3,500 to have this one rebuilt, I'd rather just buy another car or something, because the cosmetic details of this one is in rough shape. But I do really like the car. It works perfect for what I do here. I can haul shit in it. I don't have to worry about it, and my commute's short, even though it does fine on the highway and everything. That's kind of the story of the Buick wagon. We have a couple Buick wagons, but I sure do like this one. You might notice the weird stuff around the handles. That was for when they had the wood grain on it. That kind of hit the edges. And this had been wood grained a couple of times, and I stripped it all off because it had really gone bad. Never got around to fixing the dents and painting it and putting that back on once again, because it's basically a shit box. But let's see what this does. I've heard good things. I've heard people run cars for years after pouring this stuff in, and you know, we'll see. The Celica has a head gasket leak. I don't know if I've shown you the Celica, but we ended up having Glenn build us a new head. I got a head off of eBay, and then Glenn up at Snow Machine redid it for me. It was in kind of rough shape, but he got it tuned up for us. But I had this car in high school, and two came up for sale actually, and I bought both of them. But still has the same smell that I remember in high school.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.